Hi you guys, it's Wendy coming to you with a project share. I've made a junk journal, a Halloween inspired journal. This is to send out to Luce's mom. She had a challenge going on here on her YouTube channel, asking people to send her mom a birthday card and a present for her birthday. And so she indicated that her mom likes Halloween, so I made this for her. I can't resist things where people ask for something for their moms. And I made it my challenge really to see if I could do something Halloween inspired without really having any Halloween. You guys at this point know that I'm not much for, going to a Joann's or a Michael's and purchasing, paper pads or things like that. So I didn't really have any Halloween papers. I didn't really have any little ephemera or embellishments or anything. So I just had to roll through and look through all my stash and use whatever I could and try to make it Halloween. And so that was the goal. I used a combination of just bits and pieces out of my stash, things that I've gotten at thrift stores, things out of magazines that I've ripped out, ephemera, sewing notions, things like that. And so, yeah, let me show you through it. This is my cover, and I've got my much beloved measuring tape and then kind of mismatched numbers here doing 31 October. The background is some paper that I sort of painted on. We've got some lace. We have these plastic flowers that somebody gave me in a swap, or actually in one of my last challenges, and this little key paper clip. And then I made use of a lot of these. I've done lots of projects where I've cut out images from black and white photos, and then I've kept the little negative portion, and so you'll see several of those throughout because it's kind of ghostish, I guess, in my mind. On the edge, we've got a combination of hem tape and lace that I've cut in half. We've got kind of a ribbed orange ribbon. We have this black and white baker's twine. And then a very small piece of this kind of bright orange hem tape. I was going to add a charm, and for whatever reason, the charm, it was already attached to a little lobster clip or whatever, and the whole thing broke, and I was just so frustrated with it that I just called it quits. On the inside cover, we have this little piece of fabric, and again, another piece of that painted paper. I've tucked in a little list pad, and we have a phrenology stamped image that I got in one of my flow journals. We have this piece of wood grain scrapbook paper that I got, I think, from Joann's out of the, it's $1.50 for a pad of paper. And so I've made use of that in several projects now. This little bat that I received in Happy Mail. This is out of a dynamic anatomy book, learning how to draw faces and hands and bodies and such. And I thought it was kind of creepy with this eye kind of just hanging out there in front of her. Here we have another stamped image, the phrenology, or the what do you call it? Palmistry hand. This came to me in a Flowish journal. And this is a paper that I painted a while back, and I just went ahead and made that a tag. I have a watch I cut out of a magazine. This was from my scrapbooking days, and it was a bunch of journaling cards, so I included that. And this is a leftover, and I have no idea what it was, but it was a scrap that I kept, and so I went ahead and tucked another list pad in there. A little spider here. And then the other part of that paper, and again, I've tucked another list pad. This was a magazine image and a paint sample. This was some sort of bird wing close-up. These are all things I've gotten in challenges. People gave these to me, I think, during my favorite things challenge. And so I figured I'd make a little collage. I have a place to journal. A little sugar skull. Message pad from Dollar Tree. Magazine image. This little collage. This is also from that dynamic drawing book, and again you can kind of see that they've cross-hatched the face so that you're putting the facial features in the right area, but I think it's kind of eerie looking, so I included it. Here's a jelly print that I did of leaves. That's also from the dynamic drawing book. This is from a 2015 page-a-day calendar. And I thought she looked like she was kind of creeped out. She looked like she was heard something, and so I included that. We have this place for journaling, which is kind of cool in that it includes, you can mark what today's weather is, and on the back it's got morning, afternoon, and evening. It's actually a cruise log. This also came from that page-a-day calendar. It's in Notre Dame. A painted paper. This also is from the art page-a-day calendar. This is some music writing paper, and then this is from a tattoo art coloring book. It's a little bit comic book for me, so I kind of hid it, but I did want to include it. More from the dynamic drawing book. This is actually from a friend who sent me a bunch of, she knows that I like eyes and hands, and so I included one of the eye images. A magazine image, another magazine image. This is from that page-a-day calendar. Again, page-a-day calendar. This was a Target tag from long ago. Page-a-day calendar. Magazine page. Page-a-day calendar. Some images from an anatomy book. A magazine page. Magazine page. I found in my stash a book of rub-ons, and I hate rub-ons. They never work, and it was true even now, so that was pretty funny, and it took me forever to get this on. This was from an anatomy book. So this is from a Graphic 45 piece of paper that I got years and years ago. Hand image that somebody drew. Magazine page, little tuck spot. This is one of our presidents, and I gouged out his eyes, made him look kind of eerie. Same thing with this image that came to me, and behind it I created a little tuck spot with some more journaling paper. This is from a book image somebody sent me. We have this lady here. She's a stamped image. Have these little tags that I cut into for some reason, and so I made them little tuck spots. I have this image of an eye. Little nubby paper from Tuesday morning. I hoarded it for the longest time, and now I'm sending it out in Flowish journals and using it in my own. Here's a little, gosh, somebody made me an envelope and sent it in Happy Mail, and so I included it. Magazine image. This was from some watercoloring that I did. Painted paper. Magazine image. I think that's Halle Berry. I like it that when this is all folded over that you can just see one eye. Thought that was kind of cool. Here's another one of those negative images. I had cut out the little kid in this image and then kept that and thought it came in handy. Little notebook paper from Dollar Tree, and this is from the cover sheet on that tattoo coloring book. This was in some stuff, Happy Mail, that somebody sent me. This person was a grade school teacher, and I'm not sure what the project was, but she sent me a picture of this sponge cut into a hand shape. I included this vintage image of these kids because even though they're singing, kind of looks like they're, this one looks like she's scared and screaming, same way with this one. Let's see. Just some leftover little tidbits. This one I kind of messed with the eyes again to be kind of zombie-like. Here's for my jelly printing little leaf. And then some Marie Antoinette. And then this postcard I got from Happy Mail. So yeah, and it's got all my little tabs in it. So it's nice and fat. Got lots of visual interest on the edges. Not really much on the edge. I didn't have a lot to put on the edge. I had this one little paper clip. I did create some paper clips recently with buttons, but in the end, I think I'm just going to leave it kind of clean, and then Luz's mom can add what she likes. But anyway, yeah, you guys will have to comment down below. Do you think this is Halloween enough? Maybe I'm just being over the top about it, but I think it's got that vibe without having a bunch of, you know, scrapbook papers that are specific to Halloween. But tell me what you think. Tell me whether it's too subtle and whether I'm, you know, needed to go out and get some of those, or whether this actually fits the bill for the Halloween thing. Hopefully, because I'm going to send it to her tomorrow. Anyway, wanted to share that with you, and I'm going to come back with a piece of Happy Mail and share that, and then I will talk to you tomorrow. All right, I'm going to end this video, and I'll come back to you with that Happy Mail share. Bye-bye.